Have you ever wanted to turn your hobby into a small business and make money online? I've done it, and today I want to show you how. Hey there, it's Christina from the DIYmommy.com. 13 years ago, I started a little blog called The DIY Mommy. What began as a creative outlet after I had my first baby now has turned into a full-time content creation business that supports our whole family. Today I want to share with you exactly how I created this business with the hope that it perhaps inspires you to turn your hobby into a small business. Special thanks to Shaw Business for sponsoring today's video. They love to support small business and connect them through technology. More on that in a bit. Let's get started. This space is now my work studio where I film a lot of my videos, where I do a lot of my bookkeeping, my video editing, do some photography. However, 16 years ago, we lived in this little garage house for 7 years. So we bought this acreage, this little 800 square foot garage was on it. My husband and I had just got married. We were gung-ho to renovate it. So we turned it into a cozy little home. And then after I had my first baby, I decided to sell my graphic and web design company at the time. It was just too overwhelming and just didn't really work with being a new mom. However, about 6 months after my daughter was born, I had this urge to have some sort of creative outlet where I could share the things that I was making with the world. This is when blogs were pretty new, pretty young still. I had always wanted to do a blog, so I started the DIYmommy.com. Originally, I shared all sorts of things that you could make for your baby, so baby bibs, shoes, soother clips, tutus, blankets, that kind of thing. And then in 2013, when we finally had the opportunity to build a larger home after my second daughter was born, I started chronicling the journey on how we were building our home ourselves. That's when I started to reach out to brand sponsors, so home improvement stores, finishing stores, etc. This is when brands started to show interest in working with bloggers. To my delight and surprise, I had several brands interested in providing products for our new build in exchange for blog posts. At this point, my blog was getting around 30,000 to 40,000 views per month. I was enjoying writing things, photographing things, and sharing them on the blog. The community was growing. So there was an opportunity for brands to reach my community. It was the perfect community for them that was interested in DIY, decorating, sewing, that kind of thing. So it was really mutually beneficial. So when I realized, hey, brands are actually interested in working with us bloggers, I thought this could actually be a legitimate way for me to make some extra money on the side by doing something I love, which is writing tutorials, sharing how to make stuff. This was also a great way for my husband and I to be able to get some things for our new build. We didn't have a ton of money, so any way that I was able to get products sponsored by sharing them on the blog, helping the brand that way, was so helpful for our family. At that point, around 2013, 2014, I kept working on the blog. I started social media channels, so Instagram, Facebook, and I started reaching out to more and more brands that really worked in my DIY decor sector. So after getting some free product in exchange for marketing on my blog and social channels for quite a while, I started to ask for not only products, but money from the brands as well to cover all of my time. So receiving free product to share on your blog and social channels sounds great, but then there's a lot of work involved that the brand is going to expect. So they want some beautiful photos. They want some really nice natural marketing, sharing those products, how you use them, what you like about them. Nowadays, they want short form video, and these can take hours and hours and hours to not only think about a concept that works for you and your community, but edit the photos, edit the videos, learn how to take beautiful photos, invest in photo equipment, invest in video equipment. So this definitely does require a lot of time, some equipment, so it's nice to be paid for that work as well. So after working really hard on a media kit, showing these brands what I can do, I was able to get payment for my work. I also was able to put some advertising on my blog and get a little bit of revenue from that as well. And then in 2015, I took one of the biggest, I'll say, risks of my career. I started a YouTube channel. I didn't really want to, honestly. It was just people asking me to share videos of the tutorials I was sharing on my blog because they wanted to see exactly how I made things rather than just see the pictures. As a hardcore introvert and someone who's a little bit nervous about putting myself out there, I was a little anxious to start it, but I am so glad I did. It was one of the best business decisions I have made. The YouTube channel here started in 2015, and from there I was able to get some more brand sponsorships, and then I was also able to make some revenue off of the ads that played in front and behind my YouTube videos. The channel grew and grew. It was so exciting to see. So after a few years of the YouTube channel, I was able to turn my small part-time blog into essentially a full-time business. So I was making a full-time income. I was working with several different brands and getting ad revenue from my blog and from YouTube. I was able to hire an assistant, and then a couple years ago, my husband was able to quit his contracting business and work with me. So now we work together on a lot of DIY projects. We're currently working on a basement renovation for a friend that we're going to be sharing soon. Plus, we were able to renovate our short-term rental cabin together last year and share that here on the channel, on my blog, and my social channels. I truly never would have thought that this little blog would have turned into this full-time business for our family. Every day I'm grateful for it. Every day I'm grateful for you viewers, for everybody that reads the blog, everybody that follows on social media. This is a dream job for me, and I'm so grateful for it every single day. So for me, obviously being connected online is a huge part of my business. It really makes up 90% of what I do. I do have some opportunities to do some in-person events, workshops, speaking engagements, but really most of the things that I do are through being connected to all of you online. Shaw Business also loves to connect online. They love to connect small businesses to their customers and to each other. So if you have a small business or you're considering opening up a small business online, definitely check out Shaw Business's special offer. I'm gonna link it down in the description box below, where you can get 3 months free business internet gig or gig 1.5 when you sign up on a 3-year or 5-year term. So believe me, I know being connected online is super, super important for a small business owner, especially if you're in the content creation business like I am. I love that Shaw Business knows this, so definitely check out that offer down in the description box below. Okay, so now that I've shared my own story on how I created my small business from my hobby, I want to share with you other ways that you could make money online. These are all things that my friends have done. They've been successful, so I know they can totally work. After you listen to these, let me know down in the comments which of these inspires you. The first one is one of my favorites, and I know it's going to apply to so many of you, and that's selling your own handmade products online. So whether it's things that you're making with your Cricut cutting machine, whether it is handmade soaps, lotions, pretty much anything that you can make with your hands, you can sell online. So you could open up an Etsy shop and connect to people online that way. You could have your own shop using the WordPress platform and something like the Shopify app on your own website. You could even sell on Facebook Marketplace. There's lots of options on how you can sell your own handmade goods. And I do have a video on some ideas of things that you could make to sell online. I'll link that down in the description box below. Another way that you can make money online is to be a virtual assistant. So I have a virtual assistant. She is one of my best friends. She is fantastic. She's probably watching this video right now and getting ready to help me with sharing the video, comments, all that sort of thing. So you can be a virtual assistant for a blogger. You can also be a virtual assistant for a brand online where you're dealing with their social media, where you're helping them remotely from your own home. This is a great way to do all sorts of different things at home, online, on your own schedule. Another way you can make money online is selling flipped furniture, and I've seen lots of people do this lately. It's such a great idea, so good for the environment. So you can buy some thrifted furniture, grab some furniture from the back alley that people have left behind, spruce it up with paint, fix it up, and then resell it. So you can sell it on something like Facebook Marketplace. You can sell it as a vintage item on Etsy. Lots of ways that you can market that as well. And then just think, you could also have a content creation business where you're sharing how to do these flips and making money through ad revenue that way too. The next way you could make money online is to sell e-courses or e-books. So you can write a book or a course on your favorite subject, something that you're an expert in, and then sell that digitally online through your own shop or some other sort of shop. So whether it's how to paint furniture, whether it is how to train for a marathon, I don't know, whatever you're an expert at, you could write an ebook, you could write an e-course, sell that online. There's even a way where you can publish your own book and sell that on Amazon. I'll leave some resources for that down in the description box below too. Thanks so much for watching today's video. I hope it inspired you to think about how you could maybe turn your hobby into a way to make money online. Let me know down in the comments below if you have any questions about anything that we chatted about today, and make sure to click the link that I left down in the description box below to see how Shaw Business can help connect your small business.